Phoebe Handsjuk. Melbourne. 2010. A bright young woman, laughing hours before midnight, walking barefoot through a quiet apartment tower. Friends say she sleepwalked, investigators repeat the word accident, but the building watches in silence. Phoebe is last seen alive inside her boyfriend's high-rise, doors, cameras, timelines, all slightly wrong. Her family waits for a phone call that changes everything. A body is found where bodies are never meant to be, and the city freezes. Police say there is no struggle, no witnesses, no reason to doubt the obvious. Yet nothing about this night feels obvious, because sleepwalking explains comfort, not terror, and what happened inside that building feels planned, measured, and hidden behind calm faces. The question arrives immediately: did Phoebe fall by chance, or was she guided there by someone who knew exactly where the shadows lived? Phoebe. Anthony. A relationship under pressure. Messages reveal tension. Control masked as concern, arguments whispered behind closed doors. Phoebe wants freedom. Anthony wants certainty. Neighbors hear nothing, cameras miss moments that should exist, critical seconds erased by blind spots. Investigators focus on Phoebe's past sleepwalking episodes, a convenient explanation, but experts quietly disagree. Sleepwalkers avoid danger, they don't seek it. The timeline bends, elevators activate, doors open. Yet no clear path explains how she reached the place she was found. Her family pushes back, hiring experts, tracing steps, measuring distances, probabilities collapse under scrutiny. Too many assumptions, too few answers. And when police close the case quickly, the silence grows heavier, because endings that arrive too fast often hide beginnings we were never allowed to see. Forensics recreate movement without movement, physics without motive. A fall that defies simple explanation, angles that don't cooperate, surfaces that resist the official story. Independent analysts whisper doubts. How did Phoebe navigate locked areas? Why were alarms quiet? Why does the path require precision while asleep? Each unanswered question tightens the room. Friends remember her plans, her future, her voice full of momentum, not despair. Meanwhile, interviews feel rehearsed. Emotions contained, language careful. Investigators defend their conclusion, critics accuse them of convenience. The case becomes a tug-of-war between authority and probability. And in the middle stands a family asking one impossible thing: if this was an accident, why does every detail fight back? Media attention ignites, theories multiply, experts clash. The narrative fractures, accident versus something darker. Phoebe's name becomes a headline instead of a person. Her parents refuse to let it end, pushing for reviews, inquests, clarity. Each reopening exposes more gaps, more missteps, more reliance on assumption. Sleepwalking becomes a shield, protecting a conclusion from challenge. But shields crack under light, and light keeps coming. When official reports admit uncertainty, when probabilities replace certainty, doubt hardens into something else: suspicion. Because mysteries don't survive on facts alone. They survive on what facts refuse to explain. And this case refuses, stubbornly, relentlessly, to settle. Years pass, outcomes change, language softens. Accident becomes possible, not proven. Responsibility dissolves into process. No charges, no accountability, only legal fog. The system moves on, the family does not. Every anniversary reopens the wound, every interview restates the same question. If this was nobody's fault, why does it feel like everyone looked away? The building still stands, unchanged, as if daring the truth to return. Friends speak carefully, investigators defend decisions. But doubt has already entered public memory. And doubt does not leave quietly. It waits, for one detail, one mistake, one truth too heavy to keep hidden. Officially, there is no crime, no killer, no answer. Yet the mystery survives stronger than any verdict, because certainty was never earned. Only assumed. Sleepwalking remains the story that fits best, not the one that proves itself. And that is the most disturbing twist of all. In a case built on probability, the truth may be forever unreachable, not because it doesn't exist, but because it was never fully chased. Phoebe becomes a warning about systems, assumptions, and how easily silence can be mistaken for closure. The question lingers in the dark, echoing long after the lights go out. If this was an accident, why does it still feel like someone got away with something?